السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is Muhammad Ibrahim, the math teacher. These recordings are for المجد International Schools. This record is for grade 3, unit 10, lesson 6. Objectives of the lesson. We will learn in this lesson what is equivalent fractions, how to represent fractions using models, how to use models to check the equality. Equivalent fractions. They are different fractions that have the same value. For example, this is 1 over 2. This is 1 over 2. 1 over 2, it represents half of the circle. And this is 3 over 6. 3 over 6. We can pronounce it 3 over 6 or 3 out of 6. It represents half of the circle, half of the amount. 2 over 4, 2 over 4, or 2 out of 4. It represents half of the circle also. 4 over 8, it represents half of the circle. As you see, we have shaded or colored 4 parts out of 8 parts. Here, 2 over 4, we shaded or colored 2 parts out of 4 parts. Complete the number sentence with an equivalent fraction. This example at page 602. Take out your math box and get ready with me. Complete the number sentence with an equivalent fraction. As you see here, the first rectangle has been divided into 2 equal parts, but we colored only half of the shape. Here, the second one, the second rectangle, we shaded 2 parts out of 4. It's 2 over 4. Complete each sentence to show equivalent fractions. These math examples at page 603. Number 2. Now I want you to compare between these 2 rectangles. The first one we have shaded 1 part out of 2. The second we have shaded 3 parts out of 6. Good. Number 3. How many parts did we shade here? We shaded or colored 3 parts out of 4. And here, he already write it for you. We shaded 6 parts out of 8 parts. Number 4, page 603. What is the opposite number, the opposite fraction for this fraction, 4 over 4? Compare between the number lines. As you see, 4 over 4 is opposite to 8 over 8. Okay. What about 2 over 4? 2 over 4, it represents or opposite to 4 over 8. What about 1 over 4? It represents or opposite to 2 over 8. Here he is asking about 2 over 4. Compare between them. 2 over 4 is opposite to 4 over 8. Yes. Now look at this. We colored only 1 part out of 3. And here 2 parts out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 parts out of 6. Okay. at page 603. Match each pair of equivalent fractions. As you see here at number 6, we shaded one part out of 2. One part out of 2. It represents half of the rectangle. Also here we shaded 4 parts out of 8. It represents half of the rectangle. So draw a line connects this one with number 6. Number 7, we shaded 6 parts out of 8. 6 out of 8. Look at the similar shape here. We colored 3 parts out of 4. Number 8, 2 parts out of 3. It's very similar to this rectangle. 4 parts out of 6. The last one, number 9, we shaded 1 part out of 4. Very similar to the first rectangle. 2 parts out of 8. 2 parts out of 8. Turn the page over. At page 604, you will find this example. Rahim was at bat 8 times during a baseball game. He struck out 2 times. Circle the equivalent fractions that represent the number of times Rahim hit the ball. Let's revise it together. He struck 2 times. Out of what? Out of 8 times. 2 over 8. This is 2 over 8. We need to know what is the other fractions equivalent to 2 over 8. So we will draw a rectangle. We will divide it into 8 parts and just we will color 2 parts out of 8. Here it is. If we represent 6 over 8, it will be the same shape, but we will color till here. 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are 6 parts out of 8. This is not equivalent to 2 over 8. Okay, what about 1 over 4? 1 over 4, we draw a rectangle here and divide it into 4 equal parts. We colored 1 part to represent the fraction 1 over 4. When we compare them, you will find they are equivalent. 3 over 4, if you draw a rectangle similar to this, and just shade or color 3 parts out of 4, it will not be equivalent to 2 over 8. So the right solution is 2 over 8 and 1 over 4. Yes, very good. 1 over 4. Leah said that it rained 2 of the last 4 school days. Circle the equivalent fractions that represent the number of days it rained over the last 4 school days. Draw a model that supports your answer. I will let you circle the equivalent fractions, but I will try to help you to draw the models. It rained 2 days, okay? Of the last 4 school days, or 2 times. It rained 2 times of the last 4 school days. So it's 2 out of 4, or 2 over 4. 2 over 4, draw a rectangle, divide it into 4 equal parts, color 2 parts out of 4, and then try to do the same with the other fractions, the second fraction, 1 over 2. You will find them similar to each other, equal to each other. So 2 over 4 equivalent with 1 over 2. Very good. But 4 over 2? No. 3 over 4? No. Wrong answer. So the right answer is 2 over 4, circle 2 over 4 and 1 over 2. Andrew had 5 addition problems, math problems, and 3 subtraction problems to do for homework. He completed half of them after school. Shade the bar below to show the fraction of problems he still has to do. Then write 2 equivalent fractions. Okay. I draw another rectangle here. He shaded half of them. He solved half of them. So 5 plus 3 equal 8. 8 math problems. He already has got 5 addition problems and 3 subtraction problems. The sum of them equal 8 math problems. Okay. He already solved half of them. Half of 8 equal 4. So we will draw a rectangle or use this rectangle. They are the same. Okay. And then we will color half of 8. 4 parts out of 8. 4 over 8. 4 over 8. If you compare this 4 over 8 with what fraction will be equal? Yes, I hear someone say it's half. Half is equivalent with 4 over 8. So try to write here 1 over 2 equal 4 over 8. Find the error. This math example at page 604. Circle the fraction that doesn't belong with the other 3 and explain. I will circle and I will let you just explain. 4 over 8. If you draw a model here and shade 4 parts out of 8 and another model and shade 1 part out of 2 and a third model 8 parts out of 16, they will be equivalent fractions. But 3 over 4 is not equivalent fractions with the other 3. Okay? How to explain? Just write 3 over 4 is not equivalent with 4 over 8 and 1 over 2 and 8 over 16. Building on the essential question. How do you know if 2 fractions are equivalent? Stimulate them. This is the answer. Stimulate them using models as parts of whole. Then shade parts represent each fraction and finally compare between the shaded parts. Your homework, page 605, 606. Thanks for joining us. Good luck.